What's up, guys? 44 the Legendary on this beautiful Monday morning. Obviously, we're all Saints fans, at least, are all. There is nothing to sit here and be cocky about. To take from this game and provide as assurance that we are going to turn it around going forward. There's nothing to take from this game that tells me that, because you look at what happened, the course of events that happened. The Seattle Seahawks defensively are just not that good. And Taysom Hill single-handedly won that game. The Saints offense really didn't utilize every aspect of their talent. They weren't versatile at all. They won the game strictly from Taysom Hill. If Taysom Hill was not in that game, the Saints would have got blown out yesterday. What's up, Brandon? What's up, What's up, Root Saint? What's up, Jerry? What's up, Rise Up? Rise Up. I'll get to your situation in a second, dude. I'll get to your situation in a second, dude. That happened, man. I see all your comments. Snake Bite, what's good, buddy? So with that being said, the Saints, in my opinion, offensively, although the numbers will show up differently, Taysom Hill was just a bad matchup for Seattle. That's how I look at it. The Seattle Seahawks literally had no answer for Taysom Hill. Like, I don't think you're going to see another game where Taysom Hill... We talk about Taysom Hill and how we just paid him and how unique he is to our offense. And he is. He's definitely a game changer. He proved it yesterday. But I don't think you're going to see another team play that poorly against Taysom Hill the way that the Seattle Seahawks did. The Seattle Seahawks had absolutely no answer for him. Taysom Hill was responsible for 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. If you had Taysom Hill in fantasy, dude, you absolutely won your league yesterday. So props to you. But I don't think that's going to happen every week. And that's why I say it's important that this offense finds an identity, which I don't think they really had. I thought Kamara, aside from the fumble, played very well. Aside from the fumble, they played well. He played well, that is. Turnovers still proved to be a problem, though. And we still have not been fixing those errors. Penalties, turnovers still proved to be a problem. And I understand you lost Chris Olave, you lost your number 1 target at the time. There was no Michael Thomas, there was no Jarvis Landry. Let me just tell you, I'm gonna just throw this out, dude. I'm gonna throw this out. You can take it how you want. Traquan Smith absolutely sucks, dude. Traquan Smith ain't worth a shit. The amount of passes that this guy dropped yesterday after Chris Olave went out is unbearable. In critical times, too. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Why did the New Orleans Saints pay this guy? I will never understand. You pay this guy. You could have used that money to go towards C.J. Gardner-Johnson or a decent offensive lineman in the offseason. Instead, you pay this pile of trash. So we're fortunate that Traquan Smith, especially in the 4th quarter, didn't cost us this game. So offensively, although I'm impressed with Taysom Hill, I'm not impressed really with the others. Kamara maybe, but that fumble really got to me and showed me that Kamara may have a fumbling problem. But aside from Taysom Hill, this offense really didn't look too impressive. They didn't look too hot. Mark Ingram really wasn't worth a shit other than that 2-point conversion. I really thought we missed Latavius Murray. We missed a consistent running game up the gut. Mark Ingram is not capable of that. I don't believe. Prove me wrong. I don't believe he's capable of that. Hey, Camel Toast, you definitely called it out, dude. You said that the Niners, you believe the Niners are going to whoop y'all's ass, and they did. They beat you by 22. That's an ass whooping. So, hey, you were right, dude. You were right. I didn't think they were going to beat you like that. I thought it could have been close. But you guys, I mean, you guys might be one of the worst teams in football, and the Saints lost to you. The Saints lost to you at the hands of their offense. That's how bad this, how inconsistent, how unversatile, how unidentified the Saints offense is. They don't really have an identity, and I think you might want to try and find an identity around Taysom Hill now, because he gave you one of the best offensive outings that I've seen any player do. Maybe aside from Gabriel Davis in that playoff game against Kansas City, but Taysom Hill just, I mean, he single-handedly won that game because your defense was playing well. Dude, our defense stunk it up. Paulson Adebo, dude. Paulson, let me tell y'all this, Saints fans. Paulson Adebo fucking sucks, dude. He's not what you guys thought he was. Prove me wrong. This guy cost us 2 critical games last year. The first one against the New York Giants, whenever they scored that touchdown down the field, and they fumbled, and he just gave up on the play. So not only did he give up the catch, he gave up on the play. Didn't go in the end zone and recover the fumble, which turned out to be a fumble. Cost us 7 points right there. That was the difference in the game. And then the Atlanta game, whenever we got the lead late, he blew that coverage to Cordero Patterson. And then he was responsible for 3 touchdowns yesterday for Seattle. Paulson Adebo, dude, you're not on my good list, bro. You better come out and prove me wrong, dude, because I'm really starting to have second thoughts about you. So yeah, I was not impressed with the defense. I said Seattle wouldn't run the ball on us like they ran on Detroit last week. I was wrong. They had over 100 yards running the ball. I hope that Rashad Penny is better. I hope he gets better. But that Walker, the third guy, shoot, he had a 60-yard touchdown on us. 60-yard touchdown on the Saints. The Saints blew a 12-point lead. They had to come back and win. I hope that didn't get on my car, dude. I pulled down the window to spit. I try to spit forward, but the wind pushes it. I hope it didn't get on my car. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how that is. Yeah, but I'm not impressed with our defense. I'm not impressed with our secondary. I'm not impressed with the run stuff. I thought our defense played very, 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 very poor yesterday. I thought Cam Jordan had a good game. I thought Cam Jordan played well. I thought we got some fortunate calls that went our way. I don't think that Chris Olave touchdown was actually a touchdown. I'll tell you guys straight up. And don't come and pull this shit with the, oh, you always use the refs or whatever. Because if you know me, you know I tell it like it is. That Chris Olave touchdown, to me, wasn't the touchdown. I can't say I felt honest when we scored that touchdown because I don't think it should have been a touchdown. But at the same time, when you think about the officials and how they've had so many bad calls against the Saints in the past, it kind of felt like, you know what, maybe they owed us one. And it felt like that in this game. It felt like the Saints were given a lot of bailouts in this game. On defense, offense. I did not think these officials were very good on Seattle's side. I'll tell you that. And I'm telling it like it is. I think the Saints got away with a lot. I think they did. But that's me telling it like it is in a win, and then I'll tell it like it is in a loss. So that's my opinion on the entire game. I thought the defense played poor. I thought Taysom Hill won us the game. The offense, I'm still waiting for some kind of versatility, which I don't know if that's ever going to happen. We may just have to get lucky every week. We may just have to win ugly. But by no means did this game impress me. I'm not impressed. I'm happy to get a win. That's all I can really say about it. We got the Cincinnati Bengals next week. Personally, I think anything can happen. I'm likely going to be going to that game. I'm sure it's going to be an LSU Saints bloodbath in there. You're going to see a bunch of bandwagon Bengal fans that are actual LSU cocksuckers. So that'll be nice. I can't stand that. I can't stand that shit. That's the thing that makes me kind of like, man, LSU's annoying with that shit. Like, I like LSU. I'm an LSU fan. But with that kind of shit, when you turn on your home team to cheer for the other team because those players played for LSU, I can't stand that shit. And I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be in the Superdome next Sunday. It's going to be what seems to be half LSU, half Saints. I don't think that was a really good touchdown call, dude. I don't think it was. I don't care if Olave, which I hope Olave gets better. I hope his concussion gets better. We need him. But I don't think he finished the process of the catch, according to the NFL rulebook, which the NFL doesn't know what the fuck they're doing anyway, which I'll get to right now. Let me tell you guys something. I'm by no means an Atlanta supporter. I don't back them up by anything. Let me tell you guys something. Let me spit out the window. Damn, bro, allergies are kicking my ass today. The Falcons got absolutely fucking penetrated on that call, dude. That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my life. I mean, for real, dude. That was horrible. In such a critical moment, dude. In such a critical moment in the game, too. Buccaneers were at midfield. Third down. Grady Jarrett gets a sack. And at the very minimum, Atlanta is getting a chance to go down the field and win the game. Whether or not they do it is completely subjective. The fact is, they were not given that opportunity. That was, I don't know how much more, I don't know what Grady Jarrett could have done to prevent that, dude. I don't know what he could have, I don't know what he could have done to prevent that, dude. I really don't. I mean, dude, rise up. Grady Jarrett had him wrapped around. If he just swings him to the ground and lets him go, I don't know if he would have gotten a sack. The fact that what they called the penalty on was the fact that he rolled Tom Brady over his body. Like, as he was going down, he got Tom Brady wrapped up, and then he pulled Tom Brady, like, across his body onto the ground, and the way that he hit the ground is what they called the penalty on. But if Grady Jarrett doesn't do that, then I don't know if Tom Brady's going to get sacked. He might still survive that swing and get the ball off. You know what I mean? That looked like a completely normal sack to me, dude. I see sacks like that every week with the Saints. I mean, was it the end of the play when he stepped over him? When Grady Jarrett stepped over Tom Brady to just to step over him, which he stepped over him. He didn't step on him. That's what I thought, Rise Up, but after seeing it, he didn't step on his ankle. He didn't step on it. That looked like a completely legal sack. It just looked like it was hostile. It looked bad because of the aggressiveness when Tom Brady hit the ground. But what are you supposed to do? Let him sit on your lap and gently put him to the ground? I mean, I don't know what more you could have done. I think that was absolute bullshit. And it's unfortunate that the Falcons didn't at least get a shot to win the game. Now, I do respect Rise Up ATL for coming out and saying, listen, that call was bad. We should have had another opportunity, no doubt. But when you start playing in the fourth quarter and you don't play for the first 3 quarters, ultimately, that's what costed us the game. Rise Up, I respect you for saying that because you're sticking on one side of the plate. You got both feet on one square. Because you said it for the Saints, whenever it happens to the Saints, you had other opportunities. You're sticking with your guns and you're saying the same thing for Atlanta. We had opportunities. Forget the flag. So I respect you for going for being that way. And Brute Saint, exactly, dude. Exactly. The Saints have got, I mean, this Saints team looks like they're going to win ugly all year long if they're going to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to win ugly games. But what I thought they did this past week, I thought was exceptional. The way they ran the clock down and chewed out the clock to end the game, I thought was very exceptional. Yeah, 8 camel toes, dude. That was tough that you had to be there, dude. That was very tough that you had to be there. And you had to drive out 2 hours to get there. And 2 hours back. That sucked, dude. I've been there. I was at the Buccaneers game earlier. Even though that was a competitive game until the end, still sucked. Rise Up, dude. I was waiting for fucking Algier and Drake London to get going. I have them on my fantasy teams, dude. I don't know if I want to start Algier again. Brute Saint, the division is wide open for everybody in the division. If Carolina can string together a few wins, they'll be back in the race, which that's easier said mathematically than done physically. Which, by the way, CPG, been thinking about you, buddy. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're at peace with your friend, brother. And I know you were at work and it sucks, dude. Thinking about you, buddy. That's crazy, CPG. I can't tell you how many Saints games I've been to that we've lost. My record might be like, I can go through every game, but I'm not going to do that because I've been to over 20 games. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, like, I've been opportunistic to where I can say I've been to over 20 games, and my record is not dominantly winning. I'd say, if I had to put a mark on it, I'd say it's like 13-8 or something like that, or 13-9. I could be wrong, but I'd have to go back and count them up. Yeah, dude, Baker sucks, bro. Baker sucks. He looked bad against the Saints, dude. He looked bad against us. We just, luckily for you guys, have no fucking offense. Have no offense. And Matt Rule, that dude is worthless. Worthless. Now, for the Cincinnati game next week, who am I going to pick? I think Cincinnati will be favored. I think they'll be favored, and the Saints are going to have to be ready to go. Do we have a chance to win? I think we have a chance. Now, do I feel confident? Not necessarily, no. So with that being said, everybody, that's my recap. Brandon, you and me can do a get-together. We can recap the game tomorrow night if you'd like. Host a little StreamYard, so that'd be cool. Let me say something before I go. Jordan, bro, I'm not gonna call you out or try to put you. Well, I take that back because I kind of am putting you on blast. Jordan, you have got to let that Brandon Rodgers not shouting you out stuff go, dude. You have got to let that go, dude. That's really not important, man. I told you Brandon feels how he feels about you. Stop trying to change his mind. Stop trying to prove to him that you're not what he thinks you are. Who cares what he thinks you are? You giving him the satisfaction and you putting out videos and putting out that energy, showing and entertaining him is giving him all the satisfaction that he needs, dude. Stop, Jordan. Stop. Take it in. If it hurts you, take it in. Let it go. Stop letting him get to you, dude. Okay. I still think it's bizarre that the Carolina Panthers have won. They've won one home game in the last 400-something days, I think, or 400 days, and it was against the Saints. They've won four. They've won. And matter of fact, they've won two home games. They've won two home games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did they not win two home games in the last 2.5 seasons? And they were both against the fucking Saints? Oh, no, they beat the Jets. My bad. Well, either way you look at it, the Panthers have won two home games. Their last two home wins were against the fucking, yours truly, the Saints. Ain't that some shit, dude? Hey, Primo, props to you, man. I appreciate you being a good sport along with Brandon. I think Seattle's. Listen, bro, I'm gonna give you guys some encouragement going forward. Don't give up, man. Don't give up on the season. I think y'all are in a relatively opportunistic division right now, so you guys just got to string together some wins to stay in it, dude. So, I thought your offense looked solid. Defensively, you guys definitely need some work. But for the Seattle fans, Brandon, Primo, don't be discouraged. I'd say just look forward to the next week, and gratefully for you guys are in the thick of your division race. The Rams lost, Arizona lost. San Francisco's the only team that's 3-2, so you guys are in a relatively good position, I'd say. So no heads down. Yeah, Brute Saint. Well, I'd say 2-3 is a good is our record, the record that I think we should be, and here's why. the Minnesota game could probably make up for the Atlanta game, because you probably might say, well, we should have beat Minnesota, which I felt like should have been a win. But yeah, the Atlanta game, that felt like a loss all the way, dude.
Good.
But with that being said, guys, I gotta go into work. I'll see you guys. I just want to get my little post-game thoughts out there, and I'm out. You guys take care.